Hi! Welcome to Saputra Insight Channel. In this video, I will explain 15 warning signs your partner is cheating on you, according to therapists. Stay tuned. Identifying signs of cheating in a partner can be challenging and clouded by emotions. While cheating can be both physical and emotional, it often involves breaking the boundaries of a relationship. Cheaters strive to maintain secrecy and make everything appear normal to avoid getting caught. However, people's pre-existing beliefs can influence their interpretations of their partner's behavior. Trusting individuals may mistake less obvious signs of cheating for harmless red flags. It's important to look out for warning signs, and while one sign may not indicate infidelity, multiple signs from a list should prompt an open conversation with the partner. When your spouse has these following traits, you must be aware of cheating or infidelity. Number 1. They're suddenly unreachable. Here, change is the important factor. If your partner has a job that makes it tough to reach them during certain hours of the day, it doesn't mean they're cheating. But if you're suddenly struggling to reach them when you could in the past, and it's a consistent issue, that should raise a red flag. Cheaters need privacy and blocks of uninterrupted time. Someone engaged in an ongoing affair must be periodically unreachable. After all, they don't want to risk you hearing suspicious voices or background noises. Number 2. Their schedule changes with no good explanation. Most people have predictable schedules, and even if their schedule changes, there's usually a reason that makes sense. Someone who must work late, all of a sudden at times that go beyond a reasonable explanation may be cheating. That's especially true if this keeps happening when your partner has no new job, promotion, or project they're working on. Number 3. Their friends don't seem as friendly as they used to be. Cheaters tend to be less careful about covering their tracks in front of friends versus you. And, of course, people tend to confide in their friends. As a result, there is a good chance your partner's friends may know what's really going on before you do. Those friends may end up feeling uneasy and anxious around you because they know something you don't. Number 4. They have a decrease or increase in libido. It's more common for cheaters to decrease the frequency of sex at home, given that they're getting it elsewhere. But sometimes they try to have sex more at home. Guilt-ridden people may increase lovemaking. Some will do so to cover their tracks. But some may do so to satisfy a partner so that the partner will not be seeking sex at a later time when the cheater knows he or she won't be available. Number 5. They're suddenly paying more attention to their appearance. Sometimes people decide to focus on their appearance as part of a New Year's resolution, or choose to start a new fitness routine for health reasons, but they're usually pretty open about it. The reasons and timing must make sense. If your partner is suddenly wearing cologne or spending a lot of money on new clothes, and it was never their thing in the past, it's not unreasonable to inquire why. If their answer doesn't make sense, it should raise a red flag. Number 6. Their phone habits change. This can include a range of things, like changing their password or keeping their phone on them all the time when they used to leave it sitting out. In committed partnerships, it's not uncommon to know your partner's password or be able to pick up their phone to look something up on the internet or snap a cute picture if your phone isn't nearby. If your partner seems possessive over their phone, or gets mad when you ask to use it, they may be hiding something. It can also include suspicious social media behaviors like following provocative accounts or people they don't know, or engaging with suggestive posts. While these behaviors may be a warning sign of cheating, it is also a behavior that falls into a gray area of infidelity in itself, and one that sometimes becomes a slippery slope that leads to an affair. If you mention your concern to your partner and they belittle you, or tell you that you're being too sensitive, this is a red flag that they don't respect you and will likely keep doing these behaviors. Number 7. They don't speak about your future together anymore. In a relationship, it's normal to speak about the future in terms of we and us, which denotes that the two of you see each other staying together long-term. It can definitely be concerning if you feel like your partner is checking out of the relationship, no longer making future plans, or talking about long-term intentions. This sign doesn't necessarily mean that there's infidelity going on, but it does mean it's time for a relationship talk, so that you can see if you're still on the same page, working towards the same shared goals. Number 8. What they say and what actually happens does not add up. This is often how cheaters get caught. Maybe your partner says they needed to do something that doesn't add up, or someone they say they were with slips that they weren't. The truth is easy, but lies are hard to keep straight. Objective evidence supports truth but often conflicts with lies. Sometimes they might simply opt to not say much at all. People usually share intimate details of their day with their partner. But when they're cheating, that tends to shift to the new fling. As a result, they end up telling you less. Remember, in committed relationships, it is normal to tell your partner where you'll be, who will be there, and what time you're expecting to be home. If your partner is dodging these questions, or you find out they aren't where they said they'd be or with someone different, then your suspicions might be justified. Number 9. They get defensive when you ask why certain things have changed. Relationships change and evolve, but this should be something you can talk about as a couple. If there is an innocent explanation for why some things have changed, there is no need for defensiveness. A cheater may answer a question with a question, like, "Why do you ask?" or "Why is that important?" Because they need more time to come up with an answer they can get away with, he says. Number 10. They start giving you more gifts than usual. Of course, loving partners give gifts. But cheaters take this to the next level to cover their tracks. It can be a way of reassuring you that they love you and are devoted to you, so that any subtle sign of cheating the partner uncovers can be readily dismissed as something they would never do. Number 11. They're suddenly really critical of you. There's something called cognitive dissonance that's an uncomfortable state of inner anxiety and tension created when a person's attitude about something, cheating is wrong, is the opposite of what they're actually doing, cheating anyway. To try to reduce that inner tension, they may try to justify their cheating by trying to convince themselves that you're the problem. And that can come out as being hypercritical of you out of nowhere. Number 12. You notice unexplained money issues. Large purchases or unexplained withdrawals can be an indication of cheating, but they can also uncover gambling or shopping addictions. Noting that it's not unheard of to discover a cheating partner via things like Venmo transactions and bank deposits or withdrawals. It's best to confront your partner about it and see if their story makes sense. If the details don't align, or your gut is still saying something feels off, be on high alert. Number 13. They accuse you of cheating. This is a weird but common habit of cheaters, and there are a few reasons for it. By making your alleged behavior the issue, it puts you on the defensive and takes the focus off of them. It can also make you less likely to speak up about things that seem off because you don't want to upset them, given that they're already worried that you're cheating. And it also gives them a reason to say they need time away to think, aka meet up with their lover. Number 14. They're really on top of your schedule. It can feel a little odd when your partner keeps asking when you will and won't be home, and it should. The cheater needs to know the time slots when they can have the freedom and flexibility to spend time with their new romantic interest. They work hard not to get caught. Number 15. You just have a gut feeling. In general, if your gut, aka your intuition, is telling you something is wrong, it usually is. Our intuition is a superpower for survival that picks up on tiny clues or sensing when something feels off. So if this warning bell is going off in your body, then pay attention. In a healthy relationship, your partner should listen and be understanding when you raise your concerns, and work with you to help ease your fears and feel more secure moving forward. Conclusion: if your partner is showing any of these signs, or things just don't feel right to you, it's perfectly acceptable to ask what's going on. Hopefully, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation. How to deal with signs of cheating. If you notice signs of a cheating partner or have solid evidence of cheating, your emotional response may make it difficult to confront your partner. But it's important these feelings and your partner's behaviors are addressed. Find a calm moment to speak with your partner about your concerns and give them a chance to do the same, and offer an explanation for their behaviors, real or perceived. Communication is key for the success of any relationship. If they get defensive, blame you, or focus angrily on how you obtained this information, this is a red flag that your partner won't be honest, won't take accountability, or won't put in the work to repair the relationship. If your suspicions of cheating are confirmed, you'll have to make an important decision about the future of the relationship. There's no one correct answer, but it's worth noting that depending on the circumstances, couples can absolutely come out stronger on the other side of infidelity. It requires a lot of work and communication, usually aided by couples therapy and individual therapy, which will help you both learn to heal and rebuild trust.